Welcome to the F1 2025 Azerbaijan Grand Prix Sorry, this is not a reaction, this is a prediction. Sorry, my bad. And yeah, since you can already hear from my voice, I'm not really happy, I'm not very focused as I'm the only one here today. Fortunately, AJX couldn't make it today, but we wish him the best so he can come back to us as soon as possible. Okay, Azerbaijan, there's a forecast for rain on Sunday or whatever. I think it's going to rain in Baku, let's be real. And yeah, not much has happened in these past 2 weeks, at least from what I remember. Yeah, that was the science penalty overturned, but I mean, that was complete bullshit. It wasn't even supposed to be there, and overturning a penalty that's so all as well. These things shouldn't be in Formula One, but yeah, sometimes we get them. Anyway, Baku. I mean, we had a very surprising winner last time out. Well, not that surprising, but surprising at least to some extent, as we've been quite used to McLaren getting 1-2s very easily. This weekend, it's a little similar to Monza in the sense that it's very low track. There's the technical sector, but that doesn't require downforce. It requires mechanical grip and acceleration, braking, all of those stuff. You don't need much downforce on this track. And yeah, very, very long straight. I believe that's now the second longest straight because of Vegas, maybe wrong, on the calendar that we have on the start-finish straight. The wings are pretty much going to be extremely small, just like in Monza, and that may hinder overtaking as well. We saw last year it was very difficult to overtake despite such a long straight. Yeah, so we'll see who's going to come on the top. Because their predictions, I have AJX's ready. I'm going to start with them. He has a biggest surprise, Leclerc pole position. That's interesting. I wouldn't really classify this as the biggest surprise, but sure, Ferrari, yeah, they got a random pole in Hungary. They're like 2/10 off in Monza, but he's got a point. It's not looking like Ferrari can challenge for the top like we maybe hoped for after Hungary. Yeah, after summer break, Ferrari is not looking great, and we may see Ferrari do well. I mean, in recent times they've always done well in Baku, but I'm not really certain that's going to be the case this year, especially with Red Bull being so strong, at least in Max hands, and McLaren being so dominant. My biggest surprise, okay, I'm gonna be very optimistic by Tsunoda in the top 8 from Grand Prix. So that's, well, top 8 in the Grand Prix. I believe he hasn't finished the top 8 since I don't even think he finished in the top 8, to be honest. It may have been the case, but yeah, can't remember when was the last time. It was the P9 in Zandvoort, and yeah, got a point in Imola for P10. It's been a while since he got a top 8 position. So yeah, overperformer from AJX. He's going with Gasly. Solid pick. It's going to be difficult for Alpine to be any better than in Monza, but he still tried, still showed some bits of speed, but unfortunately that Alpine is just very slow right now, and overperformer for Gasly would need points, and I don't quite think that's going to happen, but we'll see. We've seen crazier things happen in Baku, right? My overperformer will be Ollie Behrman. I believe this is one of his best tracks alongside Saudi. He's been very good in his junior career, and last time out he subbed in for Kevin Magnussen, obviously, with that race ban, and he was very good. It was better than Hulkenberg, which at the time was very impressive. But now we've seen Bortoleto being, well, as the season goes on, he has the edge on Hulkenberg currently. Maybe Hulkenberg was overrated a little, but that doesn't take anything away from these rookies, which whom look very impressive as well. It could be the the rookie of the weekend this time out. Underperformer from Ajax's side, he has kind of with George Russell. Interesting pick. Not really sure what's going to be the temperature in Baku. If it's going to be hot, I don't expect Mercedes to be any quick. But even if it's cold, Mercedes doesn't really suit this track in recent memory. I don't think they've done well in ground effect era here. So, yeah, a solid pick for the fourth quickest team and underperformer Russell. They would also need to be like outside of the top 6 to even be considered because it's been just so consistent this year. So yeah, my underperformer, I'm gonna... Wait, I had someone in mind. Yeah, Alex Albon. He's been very, very good recently, and I don't know what it is. I feel like Baku is one of his weakest tracks. Maybe completely wrong. I don't remember exactly all of his recent results. Obviously, last year he was I don't know, he beaten, but it was definitely matched by Colapinto, which at the time was very impressive from Colapinto because we didn't know where Albon stands in the pecking order compared to the top drivers. Now we have more of an idea. So yeah, Alex having a bad weekend after a while, after a lot of points recently. Yeah, perfect team. HX is coming with Ferrari. Oh, yeah. Go for it, man. If you still believe, I don't. I lost all hope for Ferrari. Honestly, I don't even have hope for the next year. It's just that I've heard it a lot as a de facto Ferrari fan right now, which I mean, I was never like straight up as a full Ferrari fan. I was more of a fan of the drivers rather than the team, and yeah, just so wanted to see Ferrari do well, especially after the end of last year where they've been looking very quick. Having Lewis and Charles battle it out with the McLarens would have been great, but unfortunately, yeah, Ferrari decided to build a brand new car for this year, and it was trash. So yeah, happens. Every Ferrari fan knows. Perfect team from my side. I'm gonna. Let me think. I'm gonna go with Williams. This is contradictory. I mean, obviously, Albon underperformer, but look, if he does well, I could get the perfect team points as well because this is one of his Sainz better track, along with Monza. Monza was very unfortunate. He outqualified Alex there, but in the race, things didn't go as planned, and yeah, he really struggles to get a result out of the Grand Prix this year. Looks like he could have definitely had the pace for a result like Alex had, but he just didn't seem to just have a perfect weekend. I have a clean weekend to finish the points where he should have been finishing recently, but it hasn't been happening. A lot of mistakes, a lot of contacts, just unnecessary racing with some of the drivers. Yeah, unfortunately from Sainz, but I feel like this track could be really good for Williams and for at least Sainz more so than Alex. But Alex also when he's out qualified by Carlos, he still finishes P5. So who knows at this point? Tragic team from Ajax aside, Racing Bulls. Solid pick considering where they've been last race. They've been much slower than other types of track. Obviously, Hadjar still got the point, but yeah, a lot of things had to happen in that race for that to happen. A lot of drivers making errors, strategy calls being bad, and so on. I don't really feel like Hadjar should have ended up in the points, but good for him. Good for his strategy team. My tragic team will be. Oh, I'm gonna go with Aston Martin. No particular reason, just like this is like the polar opposite track to Hungary, where they've been quick and Zandvoort and Monza, and I mean haven't been like look, Alonso was very good at Monza, Alonso. Like you can expect ask them to be good on this type of track. And yeah, I just don't feel like Alonso Magic is gonna be enough for this track. And yeah, Stroll hasn't been particularly good on this track in his career. I mean, he got a podium in 2017. I didn't remember that, but it's not like that carries the entire legacy. Had some better moments here as well. Yeah, P5 on qualifying. Ajax has Lewis Hamilton. I have. Wait, who do I have? Oh yeah, right. Lewis Hamilton as well. Ajax has gone for Max P4. I've gone for Charles P4. Ajax has gone for Norris P3. Interesting. Gonna really double down on this prediction. I see. My P3 is Max Verstappen. His P2 Oscar Piastri. My P2 is actually I'll go for Orlando, and he's gone for Charles pole position. I'm going for Piastri pole. Piastri has been beaten by Lando in Monza, and yeah, I don't know whether to go for Piastri or Norris or qualifying. Like they've been very close this year. Piastri having a little edge, but I feel like we're going to the part of the season where Lando has been stronger in the past, especially tracks like Coda and Hermanos Rodriguez, the Mexican Grand Prix. Tracks like those, I feel like Lando should have the edge there, but until then, I'm still gonna believe in Piastri a little more. Yeah, it's just an off weekend in Monza, but still was a podium after all, right? It should have been P2, but also shouldn't have been. So I've talked a lot last time out about the McLaren situation. I don't think it should repeat, and I hope it doesn't. Really hope it. There's no papaya rules for this weekend. I just hope they let them race, and if yeah, I don't like McLaren's decisions, but it's what it is. Yeah. Okay, P5 for the race. Charles, sorry. Shakespeare's picked Charles Leclerc, and I don't know how did they finish P5 from P1, but Charles has a very good track record of getting pole in Baku and not finishing first, so or even on the podium. I will see. P5 for the race. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna probably stick with Hamilton. P5, P4 for Ajax is George Russell. My P4. I'm gonna actually remain with Leclerc. P4, P3. Ajax gone with Max. I'm gonna go. Look, I feel like this could be a track for Max as well. I'm gonna believe in him. I'm gonna switch up the podium, so I could get either points for pole or for race. Spreading it out. And I'm gonna go with Piastri P3. P2, Ajax has come with Lando Norris. I'm gonna go with Max, and he has gone with Oscar Piastri. So I'm gonna go with Lando winning the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So nicely spread out. And hopefully we're not tied after this weekend again. It's been very close in our championship. Actual prediction from Ajax. He has seemed to forgot it. I forgot to check his entire predictions. He forgot the very actual prediction. Instead, gonna basically use his last weekend's prediction, but I don't remember that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this blank. Ajax gonna fill it in after recording, and we're gonna react to it after the Grand Prix. So we're gonna have a surprise for the actual prediction from Ajax side, as it's not available at the moment. It's my bad to an extent. I'm gonna go for extra prediction. 3 safety cars. It's just maybe not the actionable for Baku, but we haven't seen many safety cars recently, and Baku has been one of the most boring races actually on the calendar, when there are no punctures, random punctures, and so on. Yeah, either we get a crazy race or a non-crazy race, and free safety cars is specific as it has to be exactly free. If it's 4, no. If it's 2, no. If it's a red flag and 2 safety cars, and doesn't count either, so it has to be specifically free safety cars. AJ is gonna fill that in, and we're gonna react to it after, well, in a week, basically. So this is it for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix predictions from our side. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, and for any interaction you have with us. We really appreciate it, and we're gonna see you next week. Peace.